What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage. As a little token of my appreciation for all the support you guys have given me throughout the year, I decided to put together a little episode on a few quirks and features I have learned over the years on none other than the FJ Cruiser. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage, and this is the Ultimate Edition Quirks and Features on FJ Cruisers. So how well do you really know your FJ Cruiser? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Stick around, get cozy, get a nice warm drink, sit back and relax, because hopefully I'm going to teach you something new today. I do have to say, every time I came out of the garage and I saw that silhouette like that, such a boxy, manly, just rough, mean business kind of design there, I think that's timeless. That is one of the reasons why people love these things so much. Did you know that an FJ Cruiser's antenna is as tall as it is for a very good reason? If you pay close attention, you'll notice that antenna is as tall, if not taller, than that roof rack. The reason for that is so that when you enter a garage, if the antenna is touching, you know you gotta back up. Now you know. Now, in order to satisfy both markets, right-hand drive and left-hand drive, did you know that the passenger side airbag, as in this case for the American spec vehicle, is the same exact size as the compartment on the driver's side? That was done intentionally so that you can fit an airbag in here as well, and this guy in there as well. Here's another one. Thanks to its design, this compartment will actually hold your smartphone in place. I'm not telling you to watch videos, but if you need to have your GPS on, what a better place to put it on. Of course, I'll have to include the visors because this wouldn't be a Quirks and Features video on the FJ Cruiser without these visors. Due to its construction of the door, an additional visor had to be added. Did you know that a protective molding, plastic molding along the bottom of the sides is designed to actually protect the paint from stone chips and off-road debris? By comparison, let me just show you what the 4Runner looks like versus the FJ. I do actually happen to be in a very special position to answer a question that perhaps only I had. Do these two share the same roof rack? And by comparison, you will be able to tell that they are indeed different. FJ Cruiser rack follows all the way through to the front, when the 4Runner one ends right at the middle. This was, by all means, done as a tribute to the FJ Cruiser. They're identical, but very much different. Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say you turned off your FJ Cruiser, but all of a sudden you decided you would like to open the window. You can still do that very much without turning the ignition on. The key here is not opening this door. Care to see what I mean? Key does not have to be in the ignition. And the same works, of course, for rolling them up. The moment you open this door, that feature will be removed. Check it out. While we're still inside the FJ, super quirky thing, as I'm sure most of you guys know about the synchronymeter compass display and also the outside temperature. Did you know if you live in a very cold climate area that the max on this particular unit will be minus 30 degrees? I would love to know which one of you guys know about this. Leave it in the comment section down below. But yes, your outside temperature on your FJ Cruiser will always default the max to minus 30 degrees Celsius. This next one, I believe, is more of something that I personally use, but I felt like sharing with the rest of you guys. I thought it was always very neat how the FJ Cruiser has this little tray here, which I happen to find very useful. Please let me show you how. I always, when working on an FJ Cruiser, find myself using those very sections for all sorts of tools and whatnot. It is super neat, it works very well, and keeps whatever it is in place. Just something extra that I figure I share. Here's another cool one. Did you know if you happen to unlock your FJ Cruiser, but don't go inside of it, that it will eventually lock by itself after a few minutes? Care to see what I mean? There you go. This will only work for those that say FJ Hammer. You want to start off by placing your radio on the auxiliary side of things. Turn it off. Press an alt text. You'll see the word text one more time, and you want to turn it off. Actually press aux, and there you have it. I can never seem to get this right, but I'll leave the instructions there for you guys. You can toggle with your tune and basically set the background to whatever color you want. As you can see, there is quite a few to choose from. I'm going to leave it exactly where the customer had it, and all you got to do now is turn off the radio. When you turn it back on, the color is exactly the same. Today I'm going to show you guys how to turn off your seatbelt chime by doing a little bit of a hack. So first things first, you got to start with the odometer on the odometer instead of trip. Make sure that your seatbelt is ready to be clicked on, and here we go. Insert the key, turn the key on only, and then press your trip button. Press and hold, press and hold. Keep pressing, give it roughly about 10 seconds. And once the time is up, you go ahead and click your seatbelt. And what do you know, guys? I decided to still include it. What do you know? Great use of the side visor. I decided to include it in this video, nonetheless, because I come to the realization, and hopefully, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below, that the hack with the seatbelt chime to remove it is only available, I'm going to go ahead and say, from the 07 to the 09 models. But if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below. What I'm also going to do, because that is what we need to do, is support another YouTuber, because he does it on his video. He shows you exactly how the odometer little section there is supposed to look like if you have successfully completed the sequence, and if your vehicle is one of those that has this equipped with. My 2014 FJ Cruiser does not. But the key here is, if you have an earlier model FJ Cruiser, you can actually turn off the chime on your seatbelt. I'm having entirely too much fun with this one, But here's one last one. Unfortunately, once again, I cannot completely show you guys everything, but Google is gonna be your best friend. I grabbed one of my CDs. We're gonna go ahead and put it on track number 7. Track number 7 is Negative Creep. Unfortunately, I cannot play the track because that would be very useful for what we're doing here. But here's the deal. Nope, gotta keep music away from the video or else. So did you actually know that the FJ Cruisers have 2 Exciter speakers that are installed in your roof right behind your front seats? These speakers use the ceiling itself as a diaphragm to spread the sound evenly across the cabin and complementing the conventional door speaker setup. So this creates a broad dispersion pattern, and that's an impressive acoustic environment. Unfortunately for us guys, I can't actually play the tune. This is more like a touch and feel kind of deal, but I can assure you, when I heard of it, that is, by all means, a quirky thing indeed. An Exciter speaker. And there you have it, guys. This is my quirks and features of the Toyota FJ Cruiser. There is a whole lot of them still on the table, so do me a favor, place them in the comment section down below. Let me know what is one of those quirks about the FJ Cruiser that you like the most, or perhaps a hidden gem that you have found during your ownership. I could go on and on. There's many, many more. Did you know you can take the back seats out like completely, and it gives you a whole lot of room? There's many, many things. Guys, I do want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Once again, thank you for all the support you've given me throughout the year. And as always, if you could do me a favor, if you did enjoy indeed this content, do not forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't done so and you don't want to miss any more of this crazy content that is definitely coming your way, many more projects coming for 2026 and on, do not forget to subscribe. I'm going to go inside and grab myself something warm to drink and sit by the fire. I hope you guys are doing the same. Once again, Merry Christmas, and I will catch you guys on the next one.